It was night. The prison was quiet. Most prisoners were sleeping. The lights in the hallway were still on. Ben Carter lay on his bed. His eyes were open. He was not sleeping. He looked at the wall clock. 10:45 p.m. Almost time. Ben whispered. Ben was not loud. He didn't fight. He didn't cause trouble. That was why the guards trusted him. Every evening, Ben cleaned the hallway. He mopped the floor. He wiped the doors. He worked slowly and neatly. One guard always said, "Ben, you're a good worker." Ben always replied, "Yes, sir." But Ben was always thinking. A few days ago, Ben noticed something. When the guard locked his cell, sometimes the key didn't turn all the way. The door looked locked, but it wasn't fully locked. Ben tested it very gently. One night, the door opened a little. Since then, Ben waited. He didn't rush, he watched. He learned the guard's routine. At 10:50 p.m., the guard walked to the far end. At 10:55 p.m., he sat down for a short break. At 11 p.m., he checked the cells again. Ben had only a few minutes. The clock moved. 10:50 p.m. Footsteps. The guard walked past. Keys jingling. Then silence. Ben slowly sat up. His heart beat a little faster, but his face stayed calm. He stepped down from the bed. No noise. He walked to the door. Slow, he whispered. He gently pushed the door. Click. It opened. Ben waited. He listened. No footsteps, no voices. He stepped into the hallway. The lights were bright. The floor was clean. Everything looked normal. Ben picked up the mop and bucket, just like every other night. If someone sees me, I'm working, he thought. He started walking, not fast, not slow. He turned the corner. The guard was not there. Ben kept going. At the end of the hallway, there was a small door, staff only. Ben had seen workers use it many times. He reached the door. It was closed. He tried the handle. Locked. Ben took a deep breath. Then he remembered something. Earlier that day, a worker forgot to shut it properly. Ben pushed a little harder. Click. The door opened. Cold air touched his face. Ben stepped outside. He stopped for 1 second. No alarm, no shouting. Just quiet night air. Keep going, he told himself. Ben walked along the wall, staying in the shadow. In the distance, there was a gate. It was not fully closed. A truck had passed earlier. Ben walked to it, calm, steady. One step, then another. He reached the gate. He looked back once. Then he slipped through. And just like that, Ben Carter was outside. He didn't run, he just walked. Into the dark road. Behind him, the prison stayed quiet. The next morning, "Where is Ben?" a guard asked. They checked his bed, empty. They checked the hallway, nothing. One guard looked at the door and frowned. He didn't break anything, he said. He just saw the mistake and used it.